What's up, everybody? Bossman here. Big deal. First How to Play Legend video. We're going with the Gas Daddy himself, Caustic, today. Caustic has been buffed and nerfed quite a bit over the course of his life, but he's a good character to play. He's a good all-around character to play. His playstyle is very methodical. You're going to be playing the fights the same way all the time. His whole kit revolves around his gas, right? So we're going to go over weapons to use. I'm going to have some clips of certain situations where, I've used certain, plays with Caustic. One of the big things that you're going to need to remember throughout this whole thing is when to and when not to use your gas, or how to use your gas. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just get right into this. So moving on then, here we have Caustic's kit. Again, everything revolves around his gas, okay? So the passive, every character has their passive, their tactical, and their ultimate ability, right? So first off, we have the passive. Basically, you are unaffected by your own Nox gas, and more importantly, other Caustic's Nox gas. And on top of that, you get threat vision, meaning your enemies are kind of highlighted while they're being affected by your gas, not other Caustic's gas. If you run into another Caustic's gas, and there's another enemy in there getting pinged up, you're not going to see them. It only works if they're in your gas. Nox trap, again, pretty self-explanatory. Throw down a little proximity trap. It goes off if somebody gets too close to it or shoots it. And then the ultimate is the gas grenade, which is just a big gas trap. Carpet's a really big area. Caustic's also one of the big boys, the fortified, so he's going to be taking 15% less damage from incoming fire, and heavy ammo won't slow him. The weapons that you're going to want to be looking at as far as Caustic goes, because he's bigger, a lot of times your close range spray and pray weapons are going to be a little bit better. So right here we have the Spitfire. It's just insane right now. You're crazy if you're not using it. And one of my personal favorite close range, the Mastiff. The Eva is a good exception right now. It's also really good. So moving on to suggested kit number 2, we have, as me and my buddies call them, the R400, which is just the R301, the R99. Super simple, easy weapons to use. The recoil on the R99 is a little hard if you're ADSing, but a little bit of practice will get you there. And on top of that, as far as just, spraying and praying in close range when everything's hectic and you're in your gas, yeah, just do it. Do yourself a favor. And so then, especially with the rank split, as of this video going up, being on Olympus right now, snipers, the value goes up because you have a lot of close range, or a lot of longer range fights out in the open. So right here, one of my favorite snipers, the triple take, all kitted out. It's great, and honestly, it's almost a shotgun up close. And then again, for spray and pray, the bolt, the recoil, super easy to control, just a way easier R99. The mag's a little smaller, you got to be a little better on your shots. So now let's move on to some gameplay examples, and I can kind of show you how to run the character a little bit. Right here, we're taking a fight in bunker. We came in, third-partied this fight, made it super easy. I didn't realize that they were so close to being dead, or I wouldn't have thrown my Nox grenade right here. It was kind of a waste. So with Caustic, you're always trying. He gets better the more gas you have around you. Okay, so you have to be very methodical, very calculated, and with putting your gas traps down. You want to always try and be playing around a gas trap. So I put one at the back door at this point now behind me. So then if anybody tries coming through that door, that trap's going to go off and it's going to let me know that they're coming behind me. I'll get little ticks on my crosshair cursor showing me, right? So we've got another team that's trying to push us from the top. Came in third-party R fight. My random teammates here are actually doing pretty decent. I tried to do a cheeky little gas trap bounce there off that jump pad. So then when I do that, I see shots coming across from the top. So I know the team that we were just fighting is getting third-partied. I push up a little bit, take a peek at it. I don't know where anybody is yet, so throw a gas trap down right away. So there, they shot my trap. Now I've got some cover. They can't see me. I can't see them very well, but I also have a threat scope on my Peacekeeper. threat scopes on your weapons are also a good way to go with Caustic. Even though you have the threat vision in your gas, there are going to be times where you're hiding in your gas, and the enemies that you're fighting are outside of your gas, so you don't have the vision. So my trap is still down. I push in. I didn't see the horizon close. Big shot with Peacekeeper. That helps. Another big shot. So now they've taken enough damage. They're going to back up. I start getting gas traps down and trying to get set up so my team can reset. At this point, you see the little ticks right there on my cursor, right in the center of my screen? That was somebody coming up behind us from that first gas trap that I threw, right? I should have been quicker to turn around and realize what was happening, but that's okay. It could have been worse. So at this point now I realize, oh, somebody's coming up behind us. That team, the first team that came up behind us, is already getting third-partied. So same thing, I'm throwing my traps down, getting set up. We knocked this Gibby, so now we're down, as far as I know, it's a 2v3. So there, I activate one trap, pop another one. This is the bread and butter of Caustics right here, trapping people in rooms. Because see this, I'm getting 3 ticks up there in the corner, there's 3 people in there. I knock one, I throw that trap right in the middle of the door. If you trap people in little rooms like that with those traps and get them set off, they're stuck. They can't get out. So here's just another great example of a gas push. Like, just plain and simple, it was cold and coordinated. I drop the alt up top. I start pinging the Octane. Oh, Mirage, excuse me. Knock him real quick. And here's another good point to bring up. When you are a Caustic and you start a fight and you see that the other team has another Caustic, it is your job to prioritize the other Caustic. You always prioritize other Caustics because that's going to be more detrimental to the rest of your team. So here's another gas push, just plain and simple. You can kind of use it almost like Bangalore smoke for cover a little bit. So I throw it in the doorway. I don't get any pings. They can't see me coming in. Clean, quick, easy third party. And here's another example then of a trap push, or not necessarily a trap push, but a trap, I guess. So we've got some guys here in this container. They also have a Caustic. So we got to be careful about it. They really didn't play it very well. I don't think they could have opened the back door and run out. I don't think the guy thought about it.
We gotta move. They're trapped. Let's go.
So now the ring starts. Yeah, see, I'm telling Lexi we gotta move, and then guy gets trapped in the container. He's dead. One more gas push. I know there's guys back in here. I'm third party in a fight that just finished up.
I can't come out there just yet.
Drop the gas grenade. I actually used the opponent's knockdown shield. There's a little bit of cover, so that was kind of clutch.
All dead.
Good stuff.
The Gibby played that right, though. Dropping the dome to cut my gas off was a good play, so keep that in mind. Man, really, at the end of the day, there's not a whole lot more really in-depth that I can get with you. Like I said, there's not much to Caustic. His playstyle is really simple and really methodical, but if you know how to use it and all the little nuances, extremely effective. Don't forget to trap doors like I'm doing here. And you'll see a lot of Caustics, especially on, like, you know, random teammates in pubs and stuff. Like, they will block doors like that. Like what I just did right there. 9 out of 10 times, keep in mind, that's a bad play. And you want to keep the gas trap off to the side, because that gas trap then is going to prevent your teammates, if they're stuck, like, it might keep them stuck outside, you know, stuff like that. Other than that, you know, just be mindful of your traps. Keep in mind not everybody on your team is a Caustic, so you got to try and be mindful of your teammates a little bit, even though every single clip that Caustic has tells you you don't care about your teammates, which may still be the case, but, you know, we also like to win, right? So, hey, guys, it's been fun. I'm glad I could get it out for you. I hope you learned something from this. If you did, you know, like, comment, even maybe subscribe. You know, let's we're trying to get, I think 50 is a good goal. I think 50 subscribers is a decent enough goal to try and hit. Right now we're at 13, 14, something like that, right around that number. So seeing it go up a little bit would be pretty cool. If you like this, you found it helpful, this is the first Legend guide I've done, so I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, that the format's going to stay exactly like this. Might change it up a little bit. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got for you. This one ended up in a win, so hopefully with some of the stuff that we learned you here, you can also see that screen. Until next time, guys, I'm Boss Man. I'm going to have links to all my socials down in the description below. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. We win these.
All Apex champions.